KCET 2025 aspirants, so KCET 2025 registration and filling of application has already started. So in this video I'll be discussing all the eligibility criteria that you should be having to attempt this exam, okay, or to register for this exam. So please watch this complete video because I am not only going to tell you the eligibility criteria but also the documents that you need to submit, okay, to prove your eligibility. Those all things also will be discussed in detail, okay. So let us get started here. So first thing that you should be knowing is you should be a citizen of India, okay. Now beside being the citizen of India, you should be following one of the following condition, okay. So I'll be telling you there are total 15 conditions, okay, and each of the condition is specified by a clause, means each condition is told as clause and there is a reference code for each clause, okay. So there is from clause A to clause O, okay, clause A to clause O we have total 15 clauses. So after being a citizen of India, you should be satisfying any one of the condition or clause. Next, you have to submit the documents for the claimed clause. Now documents not submitted, if you do not able to submit the documents which clause you have claimed and whatever required documents are there in that particular clause, and if you are not able to submit, you will be disqualified. Next, caste certificate, caste income certificate, 371J, Kalyana Karnataka certificates, NCLC, that is your or any other certificate, it should be name on the name of the candidate only, okay. So your name, on your name the certificate should be there. Next, very important thing, if your annual income is less than rupees 8 lakhs, then income certificate from the concerned Tehsildar and enter the RD number of the income certificate to claim fee exemption or to become eligible for SNQ. There is fee exemption for SC/ST and for general quota students you will get SNQ quota if your annual income is less than 8 lakhs, and remember this income certificate should be given by the Tehsildar. Clear? Now moving forward to first clause, that is clause A, okay. So what are the conditions here? See, so first condition is the candidate should have studied and passed in one or more government or government recognized educational institution located in the state of Karnataka for a minimum period of 7 years commencing from 1st standard to 2nd PUC or 12th standard as on 1st July of the year in which the entrance test is held, and must have appeared and passed either SLC 10th or 2nd PUC standard examination from the Karnataka state, okay. So what is there? There should be minimum, you should have studied 7 years in Karnataka, and here also one catch is there. In that 7 years, okay, you must have qualified at least at your 10th standard or your 12th standard from Karnataka state, okay. In case of candidate who had taken more than 1 year to pass a class or standard, the year of academic study is counted as 1 year only. So now for example, you have been studying 7th, you got failed in 9th class and you studied 9th class 3 times or 2 times, then you cannot count it as 2 years you have studied in Karnataka. No, 1 class 1 year, okay. So 1 to 12th you should be 7 years you should complete, okay. It doesn't mean that it has to be consecutive or not, nothing like that. 7 years should be there, and in that 7 years you should be having either 10th or 12th from Karnataka. I hope this is clear. So what are the documents that you need to produce for this if you are in clause A? So if you are in clause A, first you should be your 10th certificate, then your 12th certificate, then your study certificate, okay, so obtained from the head of the institution, which should be countersigned by concerned block educational officer. So you should get your study certificate from the head of the institution and that should be signed by your block educational officer, or DPPU, 7 years of study in Karnataka including 10th or 12th, okay, that is there. Next, coming to what is the next document that is required? If you are claiming for rural quota, okay, in case you are having rural quota, rural study certificate from 1 to 10th for 10 complete years, okay. So if you are asking for rural quota, then you should have studied 10 years in Karnataka, okay, and should be signed by BEO. Next, general merit students should also produce non-creamy layer certificate, that is NCLC, obtained from the concerned Tehsildar, okay. Now RD number, in all the certificates you will have RD number, and this RD number is very important in your application form. Next, coming to, if you are want that Kannada medium quota, okay, if you are opting this medium, then you should have Kannada medium study certificate from 1 to 10 years for 10 complete years. So you should have completed 10 years in Kannada medium and should be countersigned by BEO as per the format. Next, coming to, if you are claiming reservation benefits, that is if you are having caste income certificate, then it should be issued by the concerned Tehsildar and it should have the RD number, okay, revenue department number. So that is your clause A and the documents required. Now coming to clause 2 or clause B, sorry, clause B. Now here what happens, see, the candidate should have studied and passed either first and second year pre-university examination or 11th and 12th standard examination within the state of Karnataka from an educational institution run or recognized by the state government, and that either of the parent should have studied in Karnataka for a period of 7 years. This is very interesting clause. Now suppose you haven't studied 7 years in Karnataka, you have not done that, then you don't come in clause A. But here what happens, suppose you have studied 11th and 12th in Karnataka and either of your parents, any one, either your mother or your father have studied 7 years in Karnataka, then also you will be eligible for this particular exam, okay. So what is the first one? You have studied 7 years. In this you have studied only 11th and 12th, but any of your, one of your parent have studied 7 years. Now what is the documents that you have required? So your 10th standard mark certificate wherever you have studied outside Karnataka, that is fine. Your 12th standard from Karnataka, that is what you have studied. Now study certificate for having studied both first and second PUC or 11th and 12th standard in Karnataka, your study certificate of 11th and 12th years should be there, 11th and 12th standard. Then as we told, your parents should have studied 7 years, right? Their study certificate is also required here, okay. Then the reservation thing is same. If you are having caste income, or then you should have RD number and that should be issued by the Tehsildar, okay. Next, what are the clause C students who will come under this category? The candidate and either of the parents' mother tongue should be Kannada, okay. Your mother tongue and any one of your parents' mother tongue should be Kannada or Tulu or Kodava or Beri, okay. And either of the parent was domiciled in the state of Karnataka, such candidate should have passed the qualifying examination from a university or board or any other institution located outside Karnataka and should be residing the outside Karnataka on 1st May of 2025. Now suppose your entire family is residing outside Karnataka, okay, then what should be the condition? Your parents have also not studied 7 years, that is also not here in this clause, but their mother tongue, your parents, any of your parent and your mother tongue should be Kannada or Tulu or Kodava or Beri, okay, and you are studying outside Karnataka till 1st of May 2025. Okay, and in that case what you have to do, you have to also undergo a language test conducted by KEA, Kannada language test will be conducted for you, okay. Next, what are the documents required in this clause? Anyway, your 10th certificate, 12th certificate, okay. Now if you are giving 12th certificate, along with that you should give a domicile certificate issued by the concerned revenue or municipal authorities certifying that the candidate and his either of the parent have reside outside the state of Karnataka as on 1/5/2025, right. So if you are not a resident of Karnataka, so you have to give the document which tells that you were staying outside Karnataka, okay. Domicile certificate is required here. The place of the issuing authority should correspond to the place of domicile of the candidate father or mother or the candidate, okay. Next, a domicile certificate, this is one domicile certificate which tells that you are staying outside Karnataka. Next, a domicile certificate issued by the concerned revenue authorities of the state of Karnataka regarding the previous domicile of the father or mother of the candidate as a place in state of Karnataka. Now see, if your mother tongue is Kannada, sorry, then definitely your parents were sometime living in Karnataka, now they are outside Karnataka, right? So that means you have to first give a domicile certificate that you are staying outside. Then you also have to provide a domicile certificate where your parents, either of the parents, were staying in Karnataka. That proof can be given. Next, your study certificate, transfer certificate with mother tongue details should be submitted. Next, candidate, their father or mother 10th standard marks card, a cumulative record in original in support of the mother tongue as Kannada, Tulu, Kodava or Beri. Okay, you also need that your mother tongue is Kannada. For that, you also can submit either yours or father's or mother's, any of their 10th mark card. Okay. Next, a duly sworn declaration regarding mother tongue of the candidate. Okay, so you have to give that declaration that your mother tongue is Kannada. Okay. Next, coming to clause D. So, candidate whose mother tongue is Kannada, Tulu, Kodava or Beri should have resided and studied for a period of 7 years between 1st and 12th standard in disputed Kannada speaking area of South Solapur, Akalkot, Jat, Gadinglaj taluks of Maharashtra state of Kasargod or Hosadurga or Manjeswar taluk of Kerala state. Okay, so if your mother tongue is Kannada but you are staying in these disputed areas, okay, then also you have to write a Kannada language test, and then you comes under then clause number D. What are your documents required? First is your 10th certificate, then is your 12th certificate, then residential certificate from the concerned tehsildar of the respective disputed taluk. Okay, so which all the areas are told, right? From there your domicile certificate should be there. Candidate study certificate issued by the head of the institution, which should be countersigned by the taluk educational officer. Okay. Next, candidate mother father 10th standard marks cumulative record in original in support of the mother tongue. Okay, so you are saying that your mother tongue is Kannada but you are living in these disputed area, so you have to give the proof that your mother tongue is Kannada. So any your father's, mother's or yours 10th certificate you can give. Next, a duly sworn declaration regarding mother tongue of the candidate. Here important, candidates claiming eligibility under clause C and D above should invariably speak, read and write Kannada and must secure a minimum of 12 marks in Kannada language test. Okay, so if you are claiming that your mother tongue is Kannada but you were outside Karnataka, you are staying in different regions, then you should be able to read, write and speak Kannada and also should be able to get 12 marks above in your Kannada language test. Okay. Next, coming to clause E. Here what is there? In the case of a candidate who is son or daughter of a defense personnel, okay, if your parent belongs to some defense personnel who has worked continuously, this word is very important, who has worked continuously in Karnataka for a minimum period of 1 year in Karnataka during the 2-year period of study of candidate in 11th and 12th standard course. Okay, so like for example, your 2023 to 2025 you are in 11th and 12th. So in out of these 2 years, if any 1 year your parent have served continuously in the defense, then you are eligible for clause E. Okay, the candidate should have studied and passed the qualifying examination from any government or government recognized educational institution located in the state of Karnataka. Okay, so your 12th exam should be from Karnataka. Next, coming to what all the documents, if you for clause E, you have to give your 10th certificate, 12th certificate along with study certificate for having studied second PUC or equivalent examination in Karnataka. Your 12th must be from Karnataka. Okay. Next, employment certificate of the parent issued by the controlling office where the parent is working, indicating the period during which he has worked in the state of Karnataka from the reporting date till date. Okay, so if your parents was in defense, their certificate where their joining date and the till date of what time they have worked in that should be given. Okay, remember suppose you are appearing in 2025 or which year, so 2023 to 2025 was your 11th and 12th. During that period only your parents should have worked in defense. Okay, they can work from before also, but during this period they must have worked. Okay, then you come in clause E. Now clause F is what? Little twist, like changing of clause E. Some changes are here. See, son or daughter of serving defense personnel from Karnataka who at the time of joining the defense service had declared his or her home time as place in the state of Karnataka. Proof of such domicile should be obtained and submitted by obtaining the extract from the AG's branch, that is Army Headquarter, respective branch of the Integrated Headquarter or Ministry of Department for officers and respective record offices for jails. These are the different one who can give you the certificate. Further, the candidate should have passed the qualifying examination from the university or board or any other institute located anywhere in India. Okay, see, if your parent while joining in their defense, they have told that their home belongs to Karnataka, okay, and you have qualified your 12th examination from any part of the India, then you come in clause F. Okay, remember the previous clause, you have to pass 12th in Karnataka, but here this is not, rule is not there. So for that, 10th certificate, 12th certificate, and if you have any reservation, that certificate, then parents hometown declaration certificate while joining the service issued. So this certificate from your parents, okay, that they have a hometown in their in the state of Karnataka. Okay, next clause G. In case of a candidate who is the son or daughter of a defense personnel, again you have to be a son or daughter of a defense personnel who had served in Karnataka for at least 1 year and is posted to the disturbed areas of Jammu and Kashmir or northeast, and whose family is permitted by defense authorities to continue to stay in Karnataka. Okay, so your parent, like generally father, I can say, was a defense personnel and have served at least 1 year in Karnataka. Okay, has served in Karnataka for at least 1 year, and now he is not in Karnataka, he has been shifted to any other places like Jammu and Kashmir or east states, okay, the disturbed area. If and your father has got the permission that his family can stay in Karnataka, then in that case you comes under clause number G. Okay, now here what is there? And what is the condition here? So you are staying in Karnataka, so you should have studied and passed the qualifying examination from any government institute or government recognized educational institute located in Karnataka. Okay, yes. So what are the documents? 10th certificate, 12th certificate, study certificate that your 2nd or 12th examination is from the in Karnataka issued by the head of the educational institution, then service certificate of the parent issued by the controlling office indicating the period during which the parent has worked in Karnataka, and a certificate showing the present place of posting indicating that his family is permitted to stay in Karnataka. Okay, this is very important. Your father should have a certificate that his family is allowed to stay in Karnataka. Now the present working place of the parent should be indicated in name and not by code numbers. Okay, fine. Next, clause H. The son or daughter of an ex-serviceman who at the time of joining the defense had declared a place in Karnataka as his hometown. Okay, ex-servicemen means retired officers. Proof of such domicile should be obtained from, who should give this? Deputy Director, Department of Sainik Welfare and Resettlement of that district, and the same should be countersigned by the Director, Department of Sainik Welfare and Resettlement. Further, the candidate who have passed the qualifying examination from a university or board or any other institution located anywhere in India. Okay, so if your parent is an ex-serviceman in the defense, then but they have claimed that they have a hometown in Karnataka, then also you come, then also you are eligible and you come under clause H. Okay, so here you have to give 10th certificate, 12th certificate. Okay, then reservation benefits, the caste income certificate, that all is there. Next, yeah, this all I think we have already discussed. This is the same thing. Okay. Okay, here something important is that parents' hometown declaration certificate while joining the service issued by the joint director, deputy director of the concerned district and countersigned by the director of Sainik welfare. Okay, so that your parents have claimed that they have the hometown in Karnataka, that certificate is required. So even if your parent were an ex-serviceman, still you are eligible. Next coming, if in case of a candidate being a son or daughter of an employee of the union government or an employee of the union or Karnataka state government undertaking or joint sector undertaking who is liable to be transferred anywhere in India as per the terms and conditions of his employment and has worked in Karnataka for a minimum period of 1 year during the 2-year period of the study of the candidate in PUC 11th or 12th standard, and such a candidate has studied and passed the qualifying examination from any government or government recognized educational institution located in the state of Karnataka. Now see, suppose your parent belongs to some union government or Karnataka state government, okay, and they have that they can be transferred to any part of the country at any point of time. Such parent, like such person, daughter and son, if you belong, then also you are eligible. Now what all things you have to submit? 10th certificate, 12th certificate, your 12th certificate that you have qualified the exam from Karnataka. Next, certificate from the employer indicating the parent's period of employment in the state of Karnataka and also showing that he is transferable anywhere in India. So again here also the time in which your parent has worked in Karnataka should be the duration in which you are in 11th to 12th. 11th and 12th, that 2 years only your parent, if they have worked in Karnataka, then you are eligible. Okay, certificate from employer indicating that parent as an employee of union government or an employee of union or Karnataka state government undertaking or joint sector undertaking, that your parent employee certificate should also be there. Next, clause number J. Okay, so here is what: son or daughter of a working or retired employee of the union government or employee of union or Karnataka state government undertaking or joint sector undertaking where such employee had declared to the employer at the time of joining the service employer at the time of joining service any place in Karnataka to be his hometown, had studied in government or government recognized educational institutions located in Karnataka for a minimum period of 7 years, was or is liable to be transferred anywhere in India. Okay, and the qualifying students can be from or any other can be located from anywhere in India. Okay, so if your parent have given the I can say declaration that their hometown is in India and they have studied 7 years in Karnataka, then you can do your 12th from any part of the country, you are still eligible. So here you can see the certificates: 10th certificate, 12th certificate, caste certificate, then study certificate of the parent. Okay, for having studied 7 years, your parent study certificate, then hometown declaration certificate of the parent employee. Okay. Next, K, son or daughter of members of parliament elected from Karnataka. So members of parliament to son and daughter. Further, the candidate should have passed a qualification examination from anywhere in India. Okay, if your parent belongs to from Karnataka and they are member of parliament, then also you are eligible. You may have done 12th from any part of the country. Okay. Then in this case, what all documents will be required? Your 10th certificate, 12th certificate, then any caste certificate if you want, certificate showing that your parent is or was a member of parliament elected from Karnataka. Okay, that is there. Next, L, of a son or daughter of serving or a retired employment belonging to All India Service of Karnataka cadre, then or of the Karnataka state government who has served or is serving outside the state of Karnataka during the period corresponding to candidate study outside the state from 1st standard to 2nd PUC can be added to make up the 7 years study within Karnataka as required under the clause A. Okay, so if your if your parent is belonging to All India Service of Karnataka, okay, All India Service of Karnataka cadre, if your parent belongs to that section, then and they have served or is serving outside the state of Karnataka during the period corresponding to candidate study outside the state from 1st to 12th. So in that case, if they are staying outside Karnataka also, you will be eligible. Here also what documents you have to give: 10th certificate, 12th certificate, okay, then your caste certificate, then certificate from the principal secretary, deputy secretary, under secretary, DPR, government, okay, of Karnataka, Bangalore, where the parent belongs to All India Service of Karnataka cadre, stating that the parent is a member of All India cadre. Next, the certificate should also indicate the period during which he has served or is serving outside the country. Next, clause M, okay, so allotment of seat is subject to government direction. So here, son or daughter of Jammu Kashmir migrants, proof of such migration should be obtained from jurisdictional, that is district magistrate and deputy commissioner of any state in India, okay. So if you are having migrants of Jammu and Kashmir, but this is again government directions are required for this. In this case, what documents are needed? 10th certificate, 12th certificate, then your original certificate issued by the district magistrate and deputy commissioner of any state in India, and as the proof of migration, okay. The candidates who are claiming eligibility under clause M are eligible only for the seats earmarked by the government, okay. You will only be eligible for the government seats. Next, candidates who have studied 10 full academic year in Kannada medium from 1st to 10th standard in places outside the state of Karnataka and should have studied and passed the qualifying examination from any government or government recognized educational institution, provided such candidates did not appear for Kannada language test. So if you have studied in Kannada medium but not in the state of Karnataka, in any other state, okay, in that case you do not have to give this Kannada language exam. And what all things? Your 10th certificate, your 12th certificate, domicile certificate issued by the revenue or municipal authorities certifying that the candidate and his father or mother have resided outside the state of Karnataka, and the place of issuing authority should correspond to the place of domicile. So which area you have resided, that certificate should be there. Candidate study certificate for having studied in Kannada medium from 1st to 10th standard issued by the head of institution and countersigned by the BEO, okay. Next, last clause, son or daughter of working or retired employee in Central Armed Police Force, okay, who at the time of joining CAPF force had they declared that the hometown as a state in Karnataka, proof of such domicile have been obtained by obtaining the extract from the record office of the CAPF unit where the parent service record are maintained, okay. So if your parent was working in CAPF and they have declared that their hometown is in Karnataka, then their record certificate will be obtained from there. The candidate should have passed the qualifying education from anywhere in India, okay. So here documents needed are 10th certificate, 12th certificate, caste certificate, parents hometown declaration certificate while joining the service, okay. So yes, these are the different clauses in which you can appear for the exam. I know these clauses are little bit confusing, but yes, sit properly, see the whole video, understand your situation and then select the correct clause for you and make sure that all the documents are ready. Today the application has already released, but do not hurry to fill it. Take your time, arrange all the documents and then start your application process. If you have any other doubts, please comment down. I'll definitely address to it. Thank you, and do not forget to subscribe the channel.